So I'm going to go over the concept of choice randomization, um, went over the concept of question randomization, which is the randomization of questions within the block, which questions are sub-elements of the block. But now the choice randomization is randomizing choices, which are the sub-elements of the question. And I'm going to use this, I set up an example here. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is to randomize the choices by selecting, if you can see, I have the question highlighted, as you can see by the blue, the halo around it. And then I go over to the left-hand side menu and go down to question behavior, and I select choice randomization. And this looks a lot like the question randomization insofar as options. I can display the choices in a random order. I can present just 1, 2, 3, 4, a subset of total choices, and I can randomly flip the order of choices. This is pretty straightforward. And then the same advanced randomization is available to us, where we can scoot these over to have randomized subsets. We can exclude items so that they don't appear. We can randomly, just once in a while, reverse choices, and we can select evenly reverse the choices, so it's evenly distributed when we do that. But let's go over the basic randomization first. And let's just do an experiment where we select the present certain number of total choices, and I'm going to select just 3 out of what we have as 5. So 3 out of 5 total choices, 5 select 3 of these total choices will appear, and click save. And let's just do a preview of that behavior. And this icon means that the randomization logic is in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do a preview of the survey. Okay, and so it chose Cedric, Bertha, and Eleanor for the selection out of all 5. And let's go ahead, and that's pretty straightforward. Let's try it again. Restart survey. Alberta, Dieter, and Bertha. I didn't see an option for making sure that it's evenly distributed for the 3 out of 5. But this is the X out of Y choices available. And so let's go back and try another one. And I am going to again click choice randomization, and let's just randomly flip the order of choices. This is also pretty straightforward. It'll just like turn it upside down. It'll invert the order, and then it will consistently do that, not erratically, because if you don't have this option to check consistently do it, then it might not do it 8 times in a row and then suddenly do it, and then not do it 8 times in a row. So this is a good thing to have. I'm going to go ahead and click save, and we'll try it out. Okay, it's in alphabetical order. That would be ascending. Okay, let's try it again. Restart survey. Okay, alphabetical order descending. And that's correct because it should alternate every single time since it's evenly distributed. Restart. Okay, and then Okay, so this should invert this time. That was unpredicted. Okay, right side up. As long as it evens out in the end, I think is the idea. Right side up. So it looks like it's like going to be 2 right side up, 2 upside down. I don't know. Maybe it's the expected average. So, but it is flipping these here and there. You get the idea. I'm not quite sure why I would have expected it to go back and forth because of the criteria where we say consistently reverse the order choice for all questions with this randomization option selected. But at any rate, so that's the random flip the order of choices. Display answers in a random order. It will display them all. It will just shuffle them. So let's try that real quick. VCA. And I wouldn't be able to tell you unless I took a probability statistics class again recently. Wouldn't be able to tell you how to see that it's like evenly shuffling for all the permutations, but it is rearranging itself. You can see that. And so we did this. No randomization is, that's important to have there in case you want to have maybe a control group, or you want to set aside a group that doesn't get the randomization. And so we tried these. So let's go ahead and do the advanced randomization. I'm going to go ahead and do a randomization subset. So only these two should go back and forth. I'm going to select Alberta, the A and B value. And only those each time will switch around. So let's go ahead and test that out. Or did I exclude them? Looks like I excluded them. Okay, let's go into the advanced randomization. Oh, because I didn't set the number. So from this list, we're gonna randomly insert one or the other. So it should be 4 values that you have, and the 4th value will always be one or the other. So let's try that. Yep. So one of these should be the B value or the A value, and it's mutually exclusive. If one is there, the other cannot be. Okay, there's Alberta. Great, it's working. This is working as expected. B, back and forth. Okay, great. And so this should cover, this is exactly the way the advanced randomization works for the questions too. So I'm not gonna also go over the advanced randomization for the questions. It works in the same way as this does. So let me go back and we'll do another one. And let me get those out of there. I don't want to get too complicated for the demo, so I'm just going to try to get those back. Let's just do one of these at a time. Okay, and then randomize and use all the items from the list. So this is a random subset of the list that you put in here. This one, you don't get the option of just choosing partially. It's just gonna randomize everything in this portion, which is technically a subset of this, but it's not going to randomize a subset. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and select these three. So these will always appear just in different order is the idea. So let's test that out. E, A, and B will shuffle. C and D will stay constant. E, what did I say? Well, we'll see. E, A, and B will shuffle. C and D constant. C, D, and then watch E, A, and B. Okay, let me start. B, E, and A, C, D. E, A, and B. Restart. E, B, A, C, D is constant. Okay, so this is working. It's just shuffling around values E, B, and A into different order, and then C and D remains constant. So that's working. And if you're still awake, I am going to let's see, randomly reverse choices. So let's put these back. Let's put our cards back on the table if we can. I think I have to select it within here. Yeah. Okay. Randomly reverse choices. Okay, so anything you put in here, the idea is anything that you select a subset from this group, it will randomly invert back and forth, and we saw that behavior before. So you can imagine, say we put E, A, and B in here, then sometimes it would show B, A, E, sometimes it would show E, A, B at random, and so that's the idea. And so and then exclude items, to be honest, I am not perfectly sure and I couldn't find, but let's try it. I'm not sure whether this means it just always excludes it. I'm thinking it's just that simple. So I'm gonna try it out. So what did we choose? Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Okay. Oh, Alberta is your fave. We're gonna exclude Alberta. Preview. Okay. Yep, that's pretty straightforward. It just excludes Alberta. It just excludes whatever you want it to exclude, just to refine your randomization. And these work the same way for questions, so I'm not going to make a separate video for questions. And that's it. That's choice randomization.